smoker, we're here to save the day. We got tips and tricks, reviews and more. Join us on the back porch, that's what we're here for. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the back porch lounge where the vibe is bold. Shy about the shop, no need to fear. We'll teach you the ropes and make it all clear. Learn the lingo, find your cigar groove. With the Leaf Cutters crew, you got nothing to prove. We're not professionals, but we're here to help. Take a step into the lounge, don't be by yourself. Light up a stick, let the stories unfold. In the back porch lounge where the vibe is bold. So grab your cigar, join the conversation. Let's light it up, spark some inspiration. The Leaf Cutters are here, the world to ignite. One stick at a time, under the porch light.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Back Porch Lounge. We are Leaf Cutters, and we are not professionals, but we are here to help. And today in the Back Porch Lounge, we're going to be doing a grab bag episode for you. That's where we just kind of throw the rule book out and bring whatever the hell we want to smoke. And today, I'm going to be smoking on the Neanderthal Roma Craft.
Roma whore, man.
What about you?
Roma whore.
Yeah, I am a Roma whore. I ain't gonna lie, and I got some stories. But Andy, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, if you were only making money as a Roma whore, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the Cajun Cut, which is straight out of the Tobacco House in Shreveport as an exclusive.
Very nice.
Tell you more later.
How about you, Grim?
I'm smoking a Steel Flathead 660. It's a box
Ooh,
press.
that's a good one.
Hey, it's a. It smells delicious.
Yeah. Mine also is a box press, which I'm happy about.
Mine
How about you,
too.
Robert?
Mine 3.
I will be having the Backyard Barbecue Pulled Pork by Diesel, and just from the smell of it, I'm so going to enjoy this.
Can we trade? We can make it over there in like 20 minutes. It's fine. Just look me up.
Straight cigars.
And I'm
All
going to
right,
be
how about you,
smoking the Viso Horny 555.
Nice.
Smells terrific.
It sounds so dirty.
All right.
It does. I
It
love
does
the
sound so
name so
dorny.
much.
It sounds very horny. All right, Robert, as we light up, you have any questions?
Yeah, kind of. Recently at work, my assistant pharmacist had a baby, so he's out on leave, and we've had a bunch of floaters. And I was talking to one of them about the show and what we did, and one of the questions she asked was, "Are there cigars made for women?" So I was thinking, predominantly cigars traditionally in the past have been mostly smoked by men. When did that shift start, and do they make any for women?
Ooh,
That's a
that's
It's
a
like a
question.
loaded question.
It feels loaded. I'm with Zach.
Well, like I said, it wasn't my question. It was a question put to me, so I thought I'd bring it to you.
I have answers, but it's definitely a
fair
hot
enough.
topic.
Do you tell them apart because they're pink or something, or like?
No, that's the It's a Girls.
God, I love It's a Girls. The It's a Boys were bad, but the It's a Girls, top notch.
I'm not going there.
Not touching that one.
It's too early in the episode to get that down in the weeds and dirty.
Is it?
I mean, I
No.
don't think cigars were necessarily designed for men only, you know? I think it was, just predominantly done by men because it was the man thing to do. Go out, have a cigar, have a cigarette, smoking. But, I mean, women were smoking cigarettes in the 20s?
Well, if not sooner.
30s?
Probably
If not
since
sooner,
the
I mean,
existence
probably
of cigarettes.
Probably existence, yeah. It was just in lower numbers. Now, if you're talking about when was the big boom for women getting into cigars, it was probably around the 80s, around the time where cigars started getting the big boom, and started coming out with, different blends and different brands, other than, what you knew your grandfather smoked. And I think it's become a little bit more popular with the introduction of infusions and things like that, gotten a little bit more friendly, and using using pipe tobacco in cigars, making it more aroma, the aromatics a little bit better, probably helped with it as well because it draws you in a little bit more. So I wouldn't say there was a certain time where it just kicked up. I think just popularity kicked up, and therefore the numbers went up on both sides. You saw more women smoking them, and more men smoking them as well. So I don't know. That's a tough one. Anybody else got any input on that?
I agree with you. I think women in cigars. I think you could probably go back to kind of the history of women in tobacco, just like you can with men. Maybe not done as publicly, but then again, I don't know. I wasn't around. As for cigars for women, there are lines that are more advertised towards or marketed towards women, like the Tatiana line, the flavored lines like CAO, because they come in cute little, tubes that, you can toss in your purse. But, as for, and it's funny because I kind of want to have this discussion on the podcast with some of the gals that follow us. I've got a friend, and y'all have met her, Lindsay, who smokes cigars, and she smokes the same stuff the rest of us do. In a market dominated mostly by men, I guess. But I don't know that there's anything specifically made for women outside of Zach's pink V cutter and
I don't know.
but I mean, outside of maybe accessories, I don't think that there's anything that's for women per se versus maybe some marketing and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, but also don't forget about Penny. Penny smokes the same stuff that we do too, and she has.
No, she smokes the better stuff. She sends us the shit.
Well, yeah. She sends us what she feels we deserve.
It's like, you mere mortals, here you go.
You may have the scraps that have fallen from the table.
Yay, scraps!
Yay, scraps!
But I think.
Oh, go ahead. I'll wait till you're done.
No, I was pretty done. I think I think that would be a great conversation to have when we have like Penny on, or when we have, I'd like to have more, estrogen on the show.
Female perspective on it. Yeah.
Female, that's the word, female perspective.
Yeah. Because we're only speculating from our seats anyway.
Correct. I mean, but I can't say that there was a defining time. I can only say there was a upkick in popularity, and then that popularity came, more women smoking and things like that.
And it's probably because I wasn't paying attention, because it wasn't really the kind of cigar I was looking for. But I'm guessing that there have been some cigars marketed to women for a while, and I just wasn't paying attention because it's in the background. Just it wasn't the thing that stood out to me. But I have a friend, Kirsta, who smokes cigars and actually kind of introduced me to my father's cigars, because that was one of her favorite brands when we were on a work trip together. She used to consult with the company I worked for, and I don't think I've ever seen her have a flavored cigar. She might have them, I don't know, but she has very similar tastes in cigars that I do. Maduro, rich, kind of flavorful cigars.
Oh yeah. But as far as like they're saying, I don't know of a brand that you would consider branded specifically towards women.
The CAO brand, flavored brand, with like the cherry bomb and I want to say lunatic, but that's maybe not the right name for it. They have kind of like a name brand purse marketing kind of thing going on. They look like something that should match an accessory, and they're a little too sweet for me. But my wife likes them, so I guess they're doing their thing.
But yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Very good. I'll be sure to tell her. Thank you, guys.
Tell her to try all the things. Same thing you'd tell anybody else. Women's equality and all. That's going to get me canceled. I know it is.
I mean, we can cut that out.
Edit. Stop. Anyway,
Do you want to do a cigar checking? Because I really want to talk about the cigar.
well, that's what I was gonna say.
Well, okay.
I
Don't
was
hold
actually
back,
waiting
Zach.
for this loud ass car to go by before I started saying
Okay,
anything. But
sorry. Get a Lancy.
let's do first thoughts on the cigars. In true Roma Craft fashion, it lit up well. I ain't gonna lie. It's good. It tastes good. It's a little heavier starting. It's a full body right off the start. Light up was good. Construction so far is good. And taste is good. So I like it. How about you, Andy?
So I had to go look up some info on my cigars, and that's because it's not a mainstream cigar. It's the Cajun Cut cigar, which is a tobacco house exclusive, using Cajun Cut whiskey barrels or bourbon barrels from Louisiana's first bourbon, which is Cajun's Cut, made up in New Iberia, Louisiana. But first light up, it's good. It doesn't have a heavy bourbon kick to it. You can kind of taste it in some of the notes, and it's pretty smooth. But it's definitely a medium start.
All right. How about you, Graham?
High praise.
Okay. And Robert?
This is a damn tasty cigar. All I need to make my day complete is a side of beans and coleslaw. Jesus. I'm really digging this. I like this a lot.
So you don't want to trade?
No trades. No trade.
We can still trade right now. It's fine. You haven't smoked all of it yet. Like,
By the time you got there, Grim, it'd be gone.
let me
Robert
trade.
is a fast smoker.
Everything about it is very nice, though.
How about you, Zach?
So let me ash this so it'll end up wearing it. The Viso Horny 555 is very tasty. It's like chocolatey and kind of got a coffee vibe and like rich and like I'm super digging it. I've actually had another one of these, but this one's been sitting in the humidor for a little bit, and it feels like it tastes like it's more than the previous one I had, and it may have just been like the day or whatever. But it's apparently made with 100% Viso, which is a particular cutting off of the tobacco plant. And man, well done, Tyler. Well done. We met Tyler at PCA, by the way.
We did.
Yeah.
Viso, if you go back to Fausto, he tells you what part of the planet's from.
Yeah, I was gonna say we learned a little bit about that when Fausto was on.
Yeah,
Shout out
was
to
very good
Fausto
at explaining
Lifestyle Cigars.
That's it, Smoky Lifestyle Cigars.
Yeah,
He was very good at pointing out, the different parts of the leaf. It was pretty fascinating when he was on.
We need a
I missed that
diagram.
episode.
I'm
I
sorry
get you
you
a
missed it.
diagram.
I just meant for to post it up when we're talking about it. This is the Visa right here, and then what?
And this is
Look-
the horny down here.
You were doing that two-handed earlier, bitch. I'm just saying.
Viso
Not
double
on
horny.
camera. Not a camera.
Not a camera.
They won't allow that on the platforms.
No.
Not this week.
Actually, they probably would allow that. It's the smoking that they don't want on the
Right.
platforms.
So speaking of platforms, and I know we kind of changed gears, on today's planned episode here, but and the changing as a conversation piece this morning, sitting around the table eating breakfast with the boys, and we were talking about the platforms and the podcasts and the streamings and the things and the stuff. And my youngest's question was, how do people get monetized, and how do they make money? Because the oldest had the same question well before we started doing this podcast, and I started out with the words: A, it's a lot of work, and B, you got to have a lot of people that are interested in what you're doing and building a following and whatnot. So I went through and looked at the numbers, and we're knocking it out in the park in YouTube and in the TikToks, or not YouTube, But Instagram and the TikToks, I think like 1,800 something followers on Instagram.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much. 1,100 and something on the TikToks.
No, 1,400 and something
Oh,
on the TikTok.
My bad. Okay. Bad at math.
And thank you for that as well.
Yeah, right? Remember the 300, the 200, 300 folks of you following us between, on YouTube and 600, 700, 800 on Facebook? Is that right?
500 and something, I think, on Facebook.
Yeah, but we're getting a lot of views on Facebook. Like 40,000 views.
We're getting a lot of views.
Either
on
way.
Facebook.
Like that. I don't know.
Social media appreciation. Thanks, y'all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, leaf cutters. I don't know. What do we call our fans? Do we actually have fans, or are they just people that watch us?
Thank you,
I don't
fellow cigar smokers.
Yes.
The
Thank
more
you.
you know.
I didn't mean that. I meant names.
Well, okay.
But finish your thought, because you were on a roll there.
But yeah, looking at the math, and that really was kind of it. It's a lot of work, and try to explain why we will never, at this point, probably won't be millionaires doing podcasting. This is a hobby. This is a labor of
I'll be surprised at any point in time if this gets me a double at Wendy's.
yeah.
Like 10 years down the road, we're still doing this. Everything's happening, and I look at that menu and I'm finally like, today is the day. And then I realize inflation's hit and the burger's like $17 now, and we only had 13. So my gold marker is just completely shit. Yeah.
Damn it.
See, now you got me thinking, like, one day I'm just going to have, Uber Eats show up to your house with a Wendy's double. And it's going to just happen.
Care of the podcast.
The message is just going to say, "You're welcome."
You're welcome.
You earned this.
I'm here
All
to
your
drop
hard
off.
work and dedication.
I'm here to drop off a meal for the talent.
The talent?
Am I here to go by the
But
talent?
no, I mean,
Crimson
for
senility.
the tobacco industry, it is tough as hell on social media because they don't want to promote smoking. They don't want to promote, because we fall into the line of, drugs and alcohol, right?
Woohoo, drugs.
And
Oops.
to me, they seem a little bit more lenient on alcohol than they are on tobacco. I mean, drugs is right out. Don't get me wrong. Drugs, anything,
Bad boy.
they immediately shut that down. But it's tough, and we can't get monetized, so we don't get monetized from this. We don't get paid by people who come on the show. If you want to consider payment, I'll be 100% honest. They will ship us cigars to smoke.
Yeah, some of them.
But that could be considered a form of payment, but the only thing they're getting out of us is time on the show. How we feel about that cigar that we smoke is completely up to us. That's when we rate it, we give you 100% our opinion, and that's all it is, our opinion. So take that as you will. Our payment may be cigars, but we do this out of passion and love. And most of the people out there that are on the internet doing this stuff are doing out of passion and love. That's something that they wanted to do. That's what they want to do for their life. And they found something that people were interested in. Be it clipping their toenails, whatever.
We don't
Watch
kink
it.
shame.
We don't kink shame. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I was going to say, meanwhile, on TikTok, somebody is getting 500,000 views a day clipping their toenails. I don't have TikTok. I don't know if that's a real thing, but I assume that
I want to find it now, and I'm going to start following
I
it.
want to know what the dialogue is in the video. Like, is it just silent? It's him clipping his toenails, or is he like, "You've been a dirty kid. You've been a dirty."
It's Wednesday, and I wash my feet on Thursdays, so
So this is a week's
oh,
worth
this is gross.
of grime for you.
yes.
For you.
It just reminds me of King of the Hill when Peggy accidentally becomes involved in some sort of foot fetish thing on the internet. Do you
I
guys
don't think
know
I
what
saw
I'm
that
talking about?
one. No, I don't think so. But it sounds hilarious.
It is hilarious. So the character Peggy on King of the Hill apparently has large feet and struggles to find boots that fit properly. And she was like posting something on some forum, and people were asking her to post other things, and then like step on things barefoot and other things. It escalated pretty quickly. And I remember it being funny. It's been a long time since I've seen that episode.
Let the watermelon squish between your toes. We don't kink shame, remember? Oh, God.
We don't kink shame. I mean, if you're into that, whatever. It's not my thing, but enjoy.
I do, but it's usually in fun.
No, we're not going to shame you. We may make fun of you to your face, but yeah, we're not going to shame you.
I mean, that's a decent thing to do.
Not furries, though? No furries.
If that's what you're into, that's what you're
That's
into.
your thing.
No. I'm just kidding. Be a furry. I don't give a shit.
I mean, have you seen Zach's beard?
You can get lost in that thing for hours.
I trimmed it up the other day. Does this qualify as being a furry now, or what's the deal?
No. Like
I'm not upset
like
about it. I'm just curious.
The animal people.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Well, then how's your beard turning into a furry?
Ask Andy.
He's turned into a bear. I mean,
I think that's a different thing.
I think
He's
that's
a
a different thing, too.
it is a different thing. Damn it, never mind.
A lot of dudes are now interested in what you're saying.
Quit.
Bear, otter, chipmunk, whatever.
I need an adult.
Mm-hmm.
I got called a bear once, and I had to have my wife explain it to me. It was embarrassing.
That's funny.
That is funny.
That's okay. I had to
Oh, no.
explain.
It's a compliment, though. It's a compliment.
Yeah, that's how I took it.
So you
Better.
had to get woman-splained a male gay thing. That's awesome.
Well, that's how, like, sheltered I am, I guess. Like, I just thought they were like, oh, you're a bear. And I was like, aha, rawr, And then she's like, you know what they mean, right? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? And she explained it to me, and I was like, at least I got a rebound. Like, something goes wrong here.
I have choices.
I have choices. I have an option.
That's okay. I had to explain ask grass or cash. Nobody rides for free earlier today.
That's a classic.
Did you see a T-shirt or something with that on it?
No.
Did you do the Carlin clip from Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back?
No. I used it.
Dude,
I used
love
it in
that
the
scene.
I know. I do love the scene. No, I used it in a sentence, and I got questionable looks from people that should know better.
Why'd you say it at church?
I wasn't at church, dude. I didn't get here till 1:30 this morning. I did not get up and go to church.
He just thank God he woke up this morning.
Yeah, I was still the
Thank you.
first or second person up.
Thank you again for the delivery of the cooler full of Cajun meats.
Oh,
We're
hold
so
on.
excited.
You got boudin?
I got
You got
boudin.
boudin.
Oh, ask him about the special boudin. We got boudin.
Boudin. Zach Boudin.
We got the spicy boudin. We got the smoked boudin. We got the mild
Mhm.
boudin.
Mm-hmm.
We got the andouille sausage. We got the alligator sausage. I don't know if that's alligator sausage or it's sausage.
Yeah.
We got the alligator sausage, and then if Diana's not around, can I mention the other one?
She's aware. She's aware.
Well, she found it last night.
This morning, I showed her the surprise in the freezer, which was not a human head. Just for the record, it was
Could have been
Should have been.
it was pre-made boudin balls from Bergeron's in
pepper jack boudin
Pepper Jack
balls.
boudin balls. So,
Fucking
gentlemen,
A.
I know
had-
that some of you recently have tried boudin, and
Boudin.
think you know what's what, but there's another level to that, and it's pepper jack boudin balls.
And occasion, amen. So amen.
I had boudin balls this week while I was down in Florida.
Really?
Had
How were
at
they?
New Orleans restaurant, and they were fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah. So since we're talking about Bergerons and smoked and meats, I'm ringing out. Kristen's looking at me and she goes, "You want a meat pie?" Fuck yeah, I want a meat pies. So after I pay for Zach's stuff, I end up with another $20 worth of food for the road.
Funny enough, I also had shrimp and crawdad meat pies while I was at the same restaurant.
Oh,
Nice. But did you have chicken crackling?
Mm-mm. They didn't have chicken crackling.
Pies?
Meat
Yeah,
pies?
they were shrimp,
Meat pies.
sweet, and they were
What?
shrimp and crawdad meat pies, and they were so damn good.
So in the area of Louisiana that I used to live and Andy currently lives, they're often called Nagadish meat pies, but I think meat pie is acceptable most places. But they're like it's like
Yeah, I'm drooling. Sorry, I'm starting to drool.
it's like seasoned meat put in like a breading filling or casing, and then deep fried, and you just like eat that while you're driving, and your life is better because of it. I would put it in the same category as boudin.
You guys let me go to this fucking state and not try this?
We didn't go anywhere that served them.
We didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
I didn't see them anywhere on the menu.
But the ones I had were like giant empanadas.
They're like an oversized empanada.
Yeah, and they were,
but they're
so
they're
good.
stuffed with Cajun, generally with Cajun seasoned, meat or Gibbs in your
Or
case,
seafood.
crawfish, seafood.
I want to go back.
Come on,
Yeah,
I want to go back.
come on.
Hotel Andy's open.
It's worth it. It's worth it, buddy.
We'll be home sometime Saturday night.
I don't understand. It sounds so like why is this not a national thing?
Because some Cajun secrets we like to keep to ourselves.
I assume they're expensive to make. Like I don't have a good reason why you can't just like go down to every like place and just get a meat pie.
I don't know.
I don't think they're expensive more than time consuming. They're definitely time consuming to make.
because
Time being money and all. That's kind of what I ment. But
we had a mutual friend that would make them, and her only complaint about making them is the pastry part, and making the pastry to put the dough, to put the filling in. The making of the meat and whatnot was not difficult. It was the putting the pastry together.
Yeah, putting that together.
I tried it once at home, and that's the story of my adventure. Is making the filling was easy. Making the meat pie pie part was complicated and messy.
And it should be left to somebody that's more professional.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, the person that the restaurant I went to, she is from New Orleans, and she did it right. Her food was good.
I actually always thought meat pies were an England British thing because it's
Very much so. Yeah. Very much so. Yeah.
It was always terrified me to actually try meat pie if I ever ran into something, because I was like, it could be human meat. A lot of people eat it in the fucking story and don't even realize.
Yeah.
And the possibility, even though it's remote, that it could be human flesh is probably going to be meat pie.
I think that's a possibility that you have to consider anytime you eat meat at any restaurant.
Have you tried Justin's cooking?
Why'd you say that? What? Why would you put that in my head? What?
Why do you think they always have meat at your favorite, barbecue Korean restaurant, buddy?
Yeah.
The secret's in the sauce,
and they don't have the same servers every time either. I'm just saying.
I am now done eating out. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that a lot.
Statistically speaking, probably not eating much human meat out there.
The occasional finger.
Statistically speaking. I mean, you
Not
can't really
much,
know
huh?
for sure. Yeah.
Like I said, the
Just say
occasional finger.
statistically. Somebody's really fat toe,
You know I'm going to start talking to my steak at Longhorn or Texas Roadhouse or something like that. I'm going to sit there and be like, poke, poke, moo, poke, poke, moo.
So you're probably safe getting something like a bone-in ribeye or a T-bone, because I'm not sure that there's an equivalent on the human body for that.
Yeah, you can identify that that's not in the human body.
Yeah.
Also, bone-in pork chops. Just saying.
This conversation got really weird. But to continue down the rabbit hole of weirdness, so my wife used to well, I guess she technically could still have alpha-gal, but she's not. We'll call it remission. She's in remission. She's able to eat red meat again, which is fantastic. Took
Amazing.
about 6-7 years for that to go dormant, and it's magical. And right before we left Louisiana, we had to do a food tour of Shreveport to try things like meat pies and boudin balls and all that stuff. And that's why she was so excited about the boudin balls that Andy brought.
Dude, I'm excited about the boudin balls, and I don't care if you cook them while I'm here or not. I'm gonna go home and get some.
We might. I don't know. We'll see. We're definitely gonna cook some boudin while you're here. But
I really want to try the
she read an
alligator.
article about a guy who was in an accident and lost like his leg, and convinced the medical staff to let him keep it, and then person with alpha gal, and then cooked it and ate his own leg. And
Served it to his friends too.
that's true. I was
You gotta
debating
try this.
bringing that
You
up.
gotta try it.
They knew it was his leg. Like, it wasn't like, surprise, you ate my leg. It was like they were aware. From
But it
what
was
I
like-
understand.
But he's like, I seasoned it myself.
It's aged perfectly.
So, like,
I mean,
a little bit of cannibalism never killed anybody except his leg, I guess.
So, to people they ate.
Shh, don't read into it.
I mean,
Wait, if
according
he
to
has
Jack
an-
Turano, Robert is a killer /
Serial.
cannibal. So
serial killer.
maybe he'll let us know.
We've all known
Yeah.
that. Just nobody ever wanted to say it.
Robert was, Jack was very confident that Robert couldn't get him, but we know better. Robert knows where Jack is at all times.
We're just doing his homework.
Oh.
What time is it right
And-
now? It's 3 foot. He's at the pool.
If he's home,
Actually,
it's a safe
it's
bet.
easy to keep up with Jack.
5:16. He's doing a sad yank right now.
It's 5:17. He's done with that and lighting a cigar.
He's measuring all of the cigar shops that are 31 miles away from Grimm's house.
I'm never gonna live any of that down. I just
It's okay.
So wait, hang on. What was it you picked up, Gibbs, while you were? You picked up. You were just on vacation in Florida. You picked up a number of cigars.
What?
Didn't you pick up a couple of Espinosas?
Okay, yeah. I went to 4 different shops while I was down there, and first one I went to, I had okay stuff. A second one I went to had a couple of Roma crafts, so I picked up some Roma crafts there. The third one, I went off the recommendation of the guy at that bar, had Espinosa everything. They had the La Bambas, they had the knuckle sandwiches, they had the Espinosa lines, they had the chef special. They had all the stuff that we don't see up here. Every single bit of it. And on the other side, opposite side, almost an entire wall of Roma.
So to be fair, you're right. Just drive 31 miles and you got it.
Yeah. It
So-
was fucking
I
nuts.
a little more than
defy
31
you to get
miles.
a tape measure that says 31 miles from here to Tampa. I defy you.
I'll text it to you later. I'm sure I can come
Okay.
up with that.
All right, good. That's what I wanted.
But found out after the fact, because I did I sent Skip a message through Instagram and said, hey, this cigar shop's doing you well because they have the weasel sign out front, which
It's awesome.
very few people would know what that is, and they have your stuff displayed beautifully in the shop. He was like, yeah, family will do that. So evidently he's related to him.
Well,
in
that's cool.
Some form or fashion. So I thought that was pretty damn cool.
It's awesome.
We probably weasels a bunch of shit too.
Well, supposedly he's going to have a dinner down there. It's like $50 a head, and you can have dinner in the smoke with Skip.
Nice.
And it's in July,
Yeah, but I bet it's at least 31 miles away, so I won't be able to make it.
at least.
At least. I don't know. If I see Andy's tape measure, maybe I will make it. I don't know.
I'll set that up for you, buddy.
That's funny.
I want to know, since you posted a picture of it, how was the pipe?
Oh, yeah, the pipe.
Which hang on. So you asked about it, and one of your coworkers, not Zach, and myself, Googled it about the same time that you posted it, because we were on the phone together working on something. And we used the same method of searching. We Google Lens, and my first hit, the first thing I get when I pulled that up was it's a meth pipe,
And that's why it was
Well-
so good.
and that's why it was so good.
That's it.
Way good. Super awesome.
Side note, how are your teeth?
Good bad.
You're fine. What are you talking about? So the meth pipe, which I still haven't. The guy told me the name, but I couldn't remember. They also do their house blend at that shop. But I forgot. It went right out of my head as soon as he said it. But I tried to reach out to them and say, "Hey, can you help me out with the name?" And I haven't heard a response. But I'll probably get it after this show. It was good. The pipe part of it, I don't know what it was. It was too much, or it was maybe a different tobacco, but it tasted completely different than when I actually got to the cigar. When I got to the cigar part, it tasted better and it was actually tolerable at that point. But the pipe part was disgusting.
Really?
I didn't.
Wonder if it was
didn't.
What if it was pipe tobacco?
Yeah, I was just gonna
I don't-
say. I wonder if it was pipe tobacco shoved in there at the end.
It could have been, and then they had regular, cigar tobacco in the cigar part, and that's just what it made it taste weird. And I didn't like that part, but once I got down to the cigar, which it burned exactly like you think it would. It went down and then started coming up. So that was pretty cool.
Was it pre-cut? Because I didn't pay attention.
No, I had to cut the pipe end was fine. Yeah, it was open, but the other end I had to cut. But it was good once I got past the just the pipe part. I don't know what it was. I did enjoy it. It was a Maduro.
Interesting.
But it was one of those novelty things I picked up because I was like, I've never had one. Need to try it.
It seems like something that like LFD or
Brew Estates or
well, I was actually thinking, what was that? What's that other brand that does the really interesting wrappers?
you're right. LFD is the one that comes to mind. Is that yeah?
It seems like something that like a couple of specific cigar companies would do, but it looked really interesting.
Yeah, and exactly that's why I picked it up because I was like, why not? I'm on vacation. Let's figure this out.
Yeah, sure.
I'm on a podcast. Let's talk about it.
I decided to try meth, and
According to Google Lens, it's meth.
no, I didn't try to do meth.
Not this week. Maybe next week.
It seems like a bad idea.
It does. It's almost a guaranteed job at Waffle House, but I mean, still.
Wait a minute, guaranteed? All right, hold on. Let me think about this.
You want to check in on these cigars since I know we're probably all about halfway or maybe over halfway if you're Robert.
Yeah, I'm definitely halfway on mine.
I'm 2/3 through, I think.
All right, mine has stayed consistent the entire time. Full body cigar. Has an interesting aftertaste. I can't quite pick out what it is. It's not oaky. It's not woody. It's
Cardamom?
Dog.
Yes.
Worked it
keep
in.
your mic on mute.
It's been a minute. I had to.
Not
That was
motherfucking
good
cardamom.
timing.
But I'm enjoying it as I normally do Romacraft. I was so excited to see this, so I got it.
Skip would say
How
it's,
about you, Andy?
Skip would tell you that that's the fine aged tobacco you're tasting.
That's tobacco flavor.
Yes, tobacco flavor. Yeah, I'm about halfway with mine. It's fairly consistent flavor wise. The strength's ramped up just a little bit, maybe just that edge of medium full. It may be a little more bourbony, but it's not like an overwhelming bourbon flavor. Just kind of hints in the background. There's a little pepper in the retro.
How about you, Grim?
You know the time when Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul,
Yeah.
and you
No, I
remember
didn't watch that fight, but yeah.
you didn't miss anything.
I know.
Well, you missed a
You
lot of
did too.
disappointment. There's a lot of disappointment tied to it. You remember beforehand where they did an interview with Mike Tyson in the locker room, and then when he walked off, you can see Mike Tyson's ass.
Yeah. It was surprising it and lovely at the
This
same
cigar
time.
is not as good as seeing Mike Tyson's ass.
Wow.
That's a
It's
Bold
not,
statement.
it's not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying like that's the level I was holding it to, and we're here.
it's right up under that. Gotcha. It's right up under that.
Just shortly, just right under it.
So it's more like the Mike Tyson tank.
Yeah, it may be the thing that was wrapped around wrapped around my chest.
Okay. Gotcha. How about you, Robert?
Still holding delicious. No real issues with it. It's a very full flavored cigar to me. It's great input, great output, wonderful all the way around. Sorry, Grim.
I have a question, Robert. This is a flavor tasting kind of question. since it is backyard barbecue, is it a mustard sauce or a ketchup based sauce, or what kind of sauce are we talking about here with the barbecue?
It's a little mustardy.
I did hear that was like developed by like a Carolina barbecue guy. I can't remember his name, but the thing I read about it said something about that.
Well, I'm going to cheat. I had one of those while I was in Florida, and to me, and I had it with a pulled pork sandwich.
Ooh.
So
Remember the flavor sec.
it had the smokiness to it that made it fucking fantastic. I mean, it gave that extra smokiness, and you could really taste like an oak smoke is so good. So just adding that on.
Alrighty. See?
How about you, Zach?
It's good to know. This cigar has not changed perceivably to me. It is still kind of chocolatey and kind of coffee, and it's very delicious. Like, I'm a little sad that it was a small release, and it's going to be hard to get another one of these after I run out. But it's very good.
Did you get those locally, or did you order them?
I ordered them. Yep.
Dang it!
There's only a handful of places I could find that even had them. I don't remember what the release numbers were, but it was a pretty small release.
Well, speaking of Viso and other people that we have talked to previously, Viso and Mo working on a collab, if I remember reading that right. That's exciting.
They are.
They posted some videos on the Patina site. I think it's going to be under the Patina label, and I'm very excited about that cigar. It sounds good.
And
I'm a
I've
fan
already
of
been
both
talking
already.
to them.
Have you?
And yes, and they said that they will probably come on and bring it onto our show so we can try it.
Oh, yes! That's exciting.
Yep. So look forward to that.
I hesitate to say this,
I'm trying
but
to schedule that.
But if you happen to see a Viso Horny 555 available somewhere, you should probably just buy it. I'm just saying.
I was looking for it.
It's the retrohale is very smooth, and you get like kind of the similar kind of chocolatey coffee kind of thing going on, and it's not overpowering, and it's just delightful. Very much enjoying it. Also,
Very much like
of course,
rubbing it in.
enhanced by the company.
Oh, he's so sweet. I
It
didn't
feels like a
realize
long
sweet
time
tip
since
cigar.
we've sat down and had a cigar together.
It does feel like it's been a minute. Well, that goes back to kind of what I was talking about with my youngest about the podcast. It's kind of a conversation that's drug out throughout the day because kids and questions and stuff, and changes in schedules and whatnot. But it's. So I tell people all the time, well, why are you doing a cigar podcast? I said, well, it's so we can get rich in cigars and make money. No, that's totally a lie. It's really just kind of a scheduled excuse to hang out with you people and people I call friends, with the exception of one or two occasionally. And I'm leaving it vague.
It's probably me. Don't worry about it.
It's an excuse to have a scheduled sit down and just kind of chill on the back porch and have a cigar and talk shit.
That's really what cigar culture is all about, man. It's about hanging out, having a good time, sharing a cigar,
Talking about bullshit.
I do like this idea of we should probably have a lady, some of the ladies that we know. Like I know in the future we're gonna have Jen.
Yep.
On
Jen from Cigar World.
From Cigar World, and that's probably, Robert. Let's hang on to that question because I'd like to re-ask that. If I can get, I'd like to have like Lindsay on, or maybe even some of the girls that follow us on across the social medias that may not be, huge influencers, but the people that at least Gibbs and I through Messenger have talked to on the regular,
Lilu.
and kind of get some take there. Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lilu.
Shout out to Lilu.
I'm actually against this plan because we've never repeated a question on the show so far, and
Robert, learn to ask that question a different way.
How are
I think you
cigars
can
for
reword
people
it
with
really good.
boobies?
I have boobies. Wait a minute.
I have man titties. I call them moobs.
Moves.
Moobs.
I also call them moves.
They're sweating right now because it's hot.
It's a bit toasty out.
It's actually quite delightful. It's cooler than it is at home. So
I was gonna say it's cooled down a little bit. We got some rain. Was it Friday? And it knocked down the temperature pretty significantly. It was in the mid 90s before that.
One thing being in Florida did teach me that putting on underarm deodorant is not just for your underarms. It helps moob sweat as well. Pro tip.
Pro tip.
they do make whole body deodorants. They do their jobs. I'm just saying.
Jesus Christ. You need it in Florida, man. You get up, go outside, have a coffee, and you're just sweat.
Wait, that's me every day.
Yeah, you're in the hot as hell Louisiana, toilet bowl handle.
I am in the toilet bowl handle. Really glad we're not down there by the P trap.
That was pretty bad too.
Y'all didn't get, thankfully PCA was early in the warm season.
No shit, right?
We got really lucky with the weather in New Orleans. I got to be honest. When I went to New Orleans as like a teenager with my family, it was in like June, or it was maybe this time of year, June, July, maybe August. I don't know. I just remember it being like miserably sweaty all the time.
Yeah. And it rained so much when I was younger too, like when down to New Orleans. But after it rained, it was so muggy and nasty and like,
I don't know. It's kind of like we were in vacation. I went on vacation in May to Orlando, and the happiest place on earth. And at least I can still tell you what time it is just by what time it rain. By when it rains.
Okay.
I feel like
Actually, I'm gonna pause this so I can.
Where we might be hitting Tom Segura level of disrespect for Louisiana. And it didn't go awesome for him. So maybe we should say some positive things about Louisiana, like it's a state.
Positive things about Louisiana outside of the fact that it's shaped like a toilet bowl and it's hot, it's muggy, it smells like shit. But food is fucking delicious. I mean, I realize that, Zach, having moved already, bastard. But the food in our area is more Tex-Mex. There's not a whole lot of Cajun, food and what you would expect to see in a New Orleans, as a Louisiana food. But we still have some of that influence, and so the food's great. And we all just got kicked out.
Yay, we made it.
Told y'all.
My audio's wrong.
Hitting Tom Segura level trouble with Louisiana.
This is just tequila and ice. So this is probably a good idea.
That reminds me, what is everybody pairing with today?
Sweet tea.
Margaritas.
1800 tequila and ice because it's hot.
Yeah, that's hot.
The Tanosaurus.
And I'm having a Pepsi Zero. What's
Gotcha.
available, right?
Yeah.
I was in Florida all week, so my liver was pretty much dead because
you're in the regrowth
night,
period.
It was like, yeah, I'm in the regrowth period because at night every night we drank. That was the thing to do. And since I was with retirees, we drank during the day too. So
so we're back to
but
recording.
It was fun. Yeah.
So back.
I think we're back.
So back to the Louisiana thing, because we got technical issues there. I mean, I'm sorry, but Louisiana's got great food, and the people are good.
It's people.
Yeah, I just said a joke about the Cajun Navy, but I mean the Cajun Navy travels all over the South, and probably all over at least all over the U.S. Helping people out during national, during following hurricanes and shit like that. Do it.
I don't think swamp boats make it that far.
I mean, they make it to Florida. I'm just saying.
They got a lot more than swamp boats.
Yeah. It's a well put together team of people. But yeah, I may not be a huge fan of I give it a lot more shit than I probably should. But
well, I think you give more the weather shit than anything.
I do give the
else.
weather shit.
Yeah, because it's hot and muggy usually a lot more in Louisiana than it is in a lot of other places. Though Florida, Florida probably is a good tie for that because
Yeah, I
Dang.
mean, when the water table's 3 inches below, below your sod,
yeah,
everything's going to be hot and sweaty.
yeah. Because I remember hearing stories while I was down there. It's like, well, a couple of weeks ago when it rained really hard, this road was gone for like a month.
That's the
I was like,
thing.
what the yeah,
So, I gotta get, we drove 12 hours yesterday from Shreveport to just down the street from Zach, just north of Knoxville. And, the smoothest roads were anything that's not in Louisiana.
True story.
true story.
Between the weather and the roads, those are my biggest complaints. But if I lived up north, I'd be bitching about having to shovel snow.
Snow's awesome, man.
Snow's awesome, but I ain't shoveling that shit.
Snow's awesome every once in a while, but do you want to live in it, really?
I didn't say I want to live in it. I said snow's awesome. What the fuck?
The people who actually have to live with it for like months on end, I'm pretty sure they're like fucking snow.
We know one or two of those people.
For sure.
But as far as cigars go, yeah, Florida has it. They got it. They got the cigars. It is nuts.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, like
Tampa, Miami, being two of the biggest cigar hubs that I can think of.
I'm pulling this number out of my ass, so it's not obviously correct, but I would say over 95% of the cigar companies are based in Florida or have headquarters in Florida.
Headquarters or offices.
They may not. They're obviously not. They may not be made there, but their U.S. offices are, for the most part, in Florida, with a few exceptions.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, they have it though, man. It's like every little city we went to, they had a cigar shop, and not just a shop, a lounge. They had lounges, and they do lounges right. They had bars in their lounges. They had pool tables in their lounges. They had coffee shops in their lounges. So there was really, if you had nothing to do, you could stay there all day and be happy.
I mean, we did talk to Mike, up at Buckhead and say, hey, can you get a pool table?
I know, right? One of the lounges I went into was having stand-up comedy night.
That's awesome. Tobacco House Mansfield. So Silent Hero was at the Tobacco House over on Erie, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to meet Bryce because he's dealing with some stuff, and I hope that things are on the up and up for him.
Absolutely.
But that particular shop doesn't have a lounge, what I would call a place to really kind of sit and lounge. But the Mansfield Lounge is actually a really nice lounge. They have live music. They have food trucks every few days, at least if not on the weekends. They've got good, so they have food. If they have events, they bring food in. But they've usually got some form of live music. They do, cutting lights. They had a freaking wine pairing a couple, while I was on vacation.
That's cool.
Some of that's ticketed events, but still, I mean, good on them.
Yeah. Thick Ash, kind of the same. They don't do the food truck thing, but when they have events, they'll have like sandwiches and stuff for you to eat. But they'll bring in live entertainment like jazz. They brought a magician in one time. That was fun. He hasn't been back because we were there, but it was good.
Yeah, man. Thanks for that.
It was fun. We had a good
He's
time.
like, no, Gibbs showed up. We're never going back.
We're never going back.
This was it was super awesome. I could barely even tell you did this with your trick. And the guy just kind of looked at him like, son of a bitch.
He was like, you son of a bitch.
And then, ever since then, the guy hasn't been back that we're aware of. So,
Yeah, or at least we weren't invited if he's been back. So sorry about that, Tim.
In the main.
It was fun. But they also had a bourbon, or it was a bourbon it was a cognac tasting the other day. That was a ticketed event, but he does some good stuff there too. So good on you, Thick Ash.
I've been to a few of the events at Smoky's Tobacco and Gifts, I think is what their official name is, in Knoxville, and the events are pretty fun there. They usually have all the cigar reps I've met there and other places have been cool, so it's a good time.
Yeah, anytime that they actually get the community involved and get them to go out and do something a little bit different than just sit around the shop, it's a lot of fun. Though sitting around the shop is still fun too, but it's just kind of a change of pace and get new people in there too.
Yeah, smoking
Yeah,
on the
for
red
sure.
is really kind of a fun event. If it hadn't been so damn close to PCA this year, I would have gone to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it hadn't been 12 hours away, I probably would have gone.
Like I said, if
Also close to
yeah,
PCA.
I'd already spent money on my money was already invested in PCA.
Same. Which was a blast, by the way.
Which, if you're gonna pick, PCA would be my pick.
I don't know. I'm interested in
Yeah.
going to the Ybor City Festival in December.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Supposedly it's a good time. Got a lot of vendors, got a lot of the bars and stuff that open up the doors and bring stuff out. Live music everywhere. That should be fun too. So
That sounds
wanna do
horrible.
that.
Let's
That'd be
go.
cool.
Let's go. Let's do it.
It's only a 15-hour drive. I'll be fine.
Cakewalk.
I have no idea how long that is from here. I don't imagine it's about that from here.
Orlando's
I don't even know that.
9 from your place, so Tampa's just a little extra. Because instead of being in the middle of the state, you're on the coast to the east or to the west. Sorry.
West Coast.
What you drinking there, Grumbles?
Margaritas.
9 hours, 45 minutes. So that's to Tampa. That's not bad.
Can you ask Erica if I can get a delivery of margaritas too?
She wasn't happy about this one.
I drank all the
That's a lot.
tequila. I shouldn't say that. I drank all the mixing tequila. We have some good tequila that you'll get to try
Yay.
this week.
So Andy's about to have the week I just had, just at Zach's house and working.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe. He already told me I can't test drive the motorcycle, so
If
no.
Yeah, no, but
Yeah,
if you,
no,
if
but
you
I-
had a license and and more experience, I probably would let you take a spin on it. But you'll get to see it this week.
You know, he's really politely saying, "Go fuck yourself." Like, you know,
I know.
yeah.
Totally.
So we get to see shots of Andy's shorts and leg in a picture of your motorcycle
Maybe.
instead of just yours.
Nah,
I feel like that's when it started a fight. Don't you straddle my baby?
it doesn't have enough miles on it for me to sit on it.
of a bitch.
I just hit 600 and maybe 50 miles. I got my first oil change in, so I can ride it like I want to
Like a
instead
demon.
of babying it a little bit. I don't ride like a demon, but that's because I'm a pansy and I just kind of like to putt around and enjoy the
Don't
roads.
want to
up
become
here.
one with nature.
Like a
Yeah, I don't want to become one with nature.
Red on the
Permanently.
asphalt. Blood on the highway.
And
It,
and if you look real close in this tree, there's part of his nose.
You look like George of the Jungle. It's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up now.
By the way, according to the interwebs, they located 3 pipe-shaped cigars. One is called La Pipa by DBL. One is called the Pipe-Shaped Cigar Number 1 from Cigar Luxury. And one is called the Briar Cigar from Morgan Pipes.
Interesting.
Was that you Googling, or was that like people responding to the post?
That was just me Googling.
Now, I have a sneaky suspicion. What is the name of the company that had like the P symbol that was beside Roma?
Palestine?
Palestine. I think that is who makes that cigar.
You know who'd know?
Because they said that wasn't. They had exclusive stuff from them in that shop, and I think he mentioned that they did house roll, and I know that the house roll was the same one that did the pipe. So that may be the answer. Maybe Palestine.
I gotta go find that picture. I'll go ask. I'll go ask the guy I know that knows all the Palestine stuff,
Then that may be it.
which would have been our, on the crew. That would be Tim.
Tim's the one that works in the shop in New York, right?
Yeah, him, Goss, and Jack were all hanging out the other day.
That's cool.
But if you do want to stock Jack, Robert, all you have to do is get on Jack's Facebook. He shows where he's going. So you can put in a lot less effort just by following his Facebook.
Coming for you, Zach. Zach.
You coming for me
He has your address.
or Jack?
Coming for you, Jack.
Zach, Jack, whatever.
I'll give you my address if you want to come hang out. You don't have to
Can I get some
Come for
salsa
me.
if I show up?
Yeah. If you drive up here, I will make salsa.
I'm gonna go hang out with Zach. I'll go now, and I can hang out with Zach and Andy for the week.
Now, normally I would invite you to stay at my house, but my house is an RV right now, so limited space. I recommend an Airbnb or a hotel.
Yeah, because the house here's full. Sorry, buddy. I mean, unless you want to sleep on the floor.
I can just hang out in the woods and sleep there with the bears.
If you bring a tent, I got a place you can set it up. That's fine. There's no bears that I'm aware of here. Lots of
You can
deer,
bring Grim. Grim's a
lots
bear.
of
I'm a bear. Wait, damn it!
Thank you for that
Think
setup.
before you speak, Graham. Think before you speak.
All right. Where are we at? Because I'm down to the nub.
Yeah, I'm nubbing mine.
Oh, Robert's out. You want to rate him? All right. So getting in consistent smoke. I only had to touch it up once. That was because I was fucking around. I don't blame the cigar for that one. I'm probably going to give it a 4.5 because I definitely have a couple more I like over this one from the Roma Cap line. So, but a 4.5 is definitely where I'm at on this one. How about you, Andy?
I'm at a 4. Maybe a 3 3/4, 3.75. Been good. I mean, it's just I kind of expected more of a bourbony flavor throughout. Haven't been aged in bourbon barrels. That being said, I'll go buy another one and maybe find me a bottle of Cajun Cut to pair with it and see how that goes with it. But I mean,
That'd be good.
I'm with you. I had touched mine up once, but that's just because I was yapping too much. It's not cigars fault.
Grambles, how about you, buddy?
Mine kind of fell apart, and
I thought I saw you take like the whole outer,
yeah, no, I did because like it just would not stay on anymore, and I was like, fuck it, whatever, and went from there. I will say the weird thing about this cigar has been like it's basically been sucking on air. Like I don't feel a pull or a draw or like any kind of resistance at all. Like I just am taking in a shit ton of smoke. The smoke output is fantastic. So
That's how you like them.
yeah, no, well, yeah, I like a little bit of resistance, to feel like I'm, working for it. I guess I don't know. I don't know what the right wording is there, but I like to feel it.
So do you think maybe doing like a punch cut on that instead might have helped?
Well, you know what? I actually thought
no?
a straight cut, even though you'd have to have a pretty large cutter for it. I think this was a 6x60 to get the entire thing. I did a V cut and it was okay, but it messed with the wrapper pretty quickly. So I would say maybe a straight cut to avoid it falling apart. All in all, I mean, the Flathead's a classic, so I couldn't give it any lower than a 4. Even though I did have a couple issues with it, just because it's a solid smoke all around. Like if you see one of those cigar shops, you should definitely smoke it.
And Robert.
I would say 4.8 to 4.9.
Mouth's moving, but there's no audio.
Of the D's, mic is temperate. Can you hear me?
Just talk really loud into Ben's mic.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you talk loud enough, there's Ben's mic there to pick it up.
Okay, you got this? Okay, so I would definitely say 4.8 or 4.9. Of the diesel lines that I had, this is by far the best one. I would only detract from it due to the fact that it wasn't longer, bigger.
Fair. How about you, Zach?
So I'm struggling on my rating a little bit. I'm at like a. It's delightful. It's so good. I'm gonna say 4.9. I feel like maybe a little more like strength to it would be good, but I honestly it's solid the way it is. 4.9. It's really good.
That's awesome. I bet you'd appreciate that rating. Well, I guess that's going to wrap us up for the day. Nobody did any Song Ninja today, so nobody got any points at all.
But
that's okay.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Andy got 10 points right there. So, there we go. Andy has won this round off of that one little thing. But on that note, I'm going to say
Wait,
good
no,
night.
we're not
Oh, wait,
doing this
okay,
late in the
wait.
game?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we haven't signed off yet.
Day, man. Do it, Ben. Yeah!
All right, it's a tie.
Now it's
Someone's gonna
tied.
break it.
No, yeah, now we got to stay on until somebody gets something to break the tie.
Still God.
You don't
No.
fuck with me. It's not. I don't. No.
On that note, folks, we're going to say good night.
Good night.